Chelsea. Reports in Germany that Borussia Dortmund want to sign Naby Keita. Jurgen Klopp has said no one has told him that Keita is unhappy at Liverpool.
Liverpool made an offer to FRENKIE de Jong. Liverpool are about to detonate the transfer bomb of the year, just days before the transfer window closes. As we are all aware, there is an endless crisis in the Reds' midfield and the concerns are increasing day by day. One of the latest developments was that Keita was in contact with Dortmund, which was announced in the broadcast at the beginning of our video. Along with many injured players, Keita had a different situation than the others. Keita missed the first games of the season due to illness, but Klopp announced after the second game that he was recovering and would return. However, Keita did not play in the Manchester United match either. It was reported that in the week before the match, Keita was unhappy with his situation in the team and new contract negotiations were stopped. Now, according to the latest news, there is a real reason for this. Keita's contact with Dortmund seems to have affected the new contract negotiations with Liverpool. Frankly, I think it would be more beneficial for the Reds to have Keita leave the team this season on a reasonable fee. The situation seems to be heading there. Because the latest news is that Liverpool made an offer for Barcelona star FRENKIE de Jong, whom Manchester United has been chasing since the opening of the transfer window. The Reds have signed Darwin, Nunez, Fabio Carvalho and Calvin Ramsey so far this summer. However, the club has rolled up its sleeves to include de Jong in this list. According to Spanish sources, Liverpool have made an official offer to Barcelona to sign midfielder FRENKIE de Jong. According to the source, the Reds submitted an offer of £53 million for the Dutch star's services, along with a £7 million performance bonus. So in total a £60 million bid was submitted. Going back to the beginning of the summer, as it is known, after Manchester United brought Erik ten Hag to the head of the team, FRENKIE also took care of Jong for a long time. An offer of £72 million was made to the Dutch star. However, FRENKIE de Jong did not take kindly to Manchester United as the club is not competing in the Champions League. Liverpool's ability to offer Champions League football and a realistic silverware chance could make them a more attractive prospect for de Jong. Moreover, Barcelona's economic crisis seems to be effective in this transfer. The Catalan team still could not get the license of new transfer Jules Koundé. The license needs to be cleared in the squad and it is known that the club wants to sell FRENKIE de Jong. In the light of all this information, Liverpool is in an advantageous position and could sign one of the most sensational transfers of this summer. My own opinion about the transfer is that Liverpool want to add a solid player to their squad. The midfielder scored 13 goals and recorded 18 assists in 142 games for Barcelona's ace team. De Jong averaged 6.91 who scored player ratings in the 2021-2022 La Liga season. The numbers I just mentioned show that the Dutch star can be good for Liverpool midfield. De Jong is only 25 years old. That being the case, he's about to enter the pinnacle of his career. Therefore, it makes perfect sense for the club to sign de Jong. Liverpool finally found their Coutinho. Until injuries began to pile up, most Liverpool fans were quite happy with the Red summer job. But there was always a feeling that a signature would make things more secure, and this seems to have been proven in light of recent developments. So far, Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp have been firm in their transfer stances and there are now many signs that this is changing and there are options that could be useful for the Reds to explore. West Ham United are looking for a transfer that will get Liverpool into action with their latest move. They need midfield and offensive players and David Moyes has confirmed that West Ham has made a bid that fits the bill. West Ham have made an offer worth around £33 million for Lyon's Brazilian star Lucas Paqueta, and Moyes confirmed at the press conference that an offer had been made. This amount has been turned down, but there is optimism that a deal can be made. According to reports, Lyon is waiting for an offer of £42 million for the star player. This price could cause Liverpool to enter the market right now. Let me explain why right away. Liverpool midfielders Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita and James Milner may not be next season. In addition, it would not be wrong to say that Henderson is now out of shape. Liverpool needs not one but more than one midfielder, and for that price a player who is open to development can be bought. Also, with Roberto Firmino's contract expiring next summer, it seems logical to add another player who can play offensively as Paqueta can. If Firmino doesn't do enough to win a new contract, then another player will need to be added in his place. Paqueta turned 25 this week and scored 11 goals and provided 7 assists for the Lyon team he played for last season. Liverpool has a lot to want. Compared to other attacking midfielders and wingers, Paqueta is in the 99th percentile in combat and 95th in pressure. Defensive work seems to tick all the right boxes, and Thierry Henry was among the experts praising his increase in off-ball work last season when the penny dropped. On the ball, Paqueta has always been excellent. He is 84th in completed dribbles, 87th in progressive passes and 92nd in progressive passes, making some comparisons with Philippe Coutinho. Once little more than a show pony, the Paqueta now combines the flair and trick of a traditional Brazilian with South American steel and work ethic. At Milan, he focused more on producing skill moves than anything else, but in League One he became a complete player and will improve further under Klopp. Second on the list of most stylistically similar players on FBref is Marco Reus, and also in the top 10 are Kingsley Coman and Christopher Nkunku. This gives an idea of the directness he has with the ball and the end product he has now. Coutinho, as mentioned, is another obvious comparison for the talent he can add a little deeper than the middle of the court. Paqueta, who can play centre or right, will be able to trade for Mohamed Salah and replace Firmino as an option in the Liverpool offence next summer. Arsenal and Newcastle United are linked with a move for Paqueta this summer, but West Ham looks set to push the issue. In a time of need, Liverpool will look very closely at a player who will offer plenty at Anfield, both long and short term. Liverpool could also strike a deal, as they did when Tottenham and West Ham signed Luis Diaz after showing interest. PSG hooked to Liverpool's transfer target. PSG are reportedly considering a move to sign Valencia playmaker Carlos Soler, who has been rumored to be interested in Liverpool for some time. The French giants see the Spanish national team as a potential signing if they fail to sign Fabian Ruiz from Napoli. As a result, PSG sporting director Luis Campos saw Valencia's charming midfield maestro Soler as an alternative, and the 25-year-old has a £43 million release clause as he enters the new season in the final year of his contract with the Spanish side. Liverpool have reportedly been chasing Soler for a while, and while the Reds' midfield problems have caused some major issues this season, Jurgen Klopp could get a punt in the transfer market in the form of Valencia captain. A star in La Liga and versatile in many midfield positions and roles, Soler is excellent for what many clubs are looking for in a playmaker who has the ability to play quickly, advance the ball, but is an excellent addition for 25-year-old Liverpool. PSG's interest could cause some big problems for the Merseyside Giants. While Soler is a perfect fit for what Liverpool need this summer, it is clear that the Reds are more interested in other stars in the transfer market.